I'm okay. Hello, good people. I know it's been a long time, but lots and lots, life updates. Technology has been stressing me out. I just feel like God has been trying to talk to me, tell me something to where everything I attempted to post, my videos, nothing seemed to be working. And I didn't understand it. Ah. But anyway, if you're new here, my name is Jazz, and on this channel, I just talk about a variety of things. Much of it comes from my Instagram family, so if you're not following me there, feel free to do so. And I should have my mic, and I don't. I just pissed myself off a little bit. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm sure that's probably better. But anyway, yeah, this is a little bit of a life update, just some thoughts I've been having. There's no question today, just open, raw, honest. This is what's going on. So now that I'm almost at year 3 of not being married anymore, I can say that I feel myself really settling into my own. And not so much just physically, but even in my space, right? So this home was the family home, the home that I purchased to raise a family. And I was really struggling with it. I was really struggling with it because it just didn't seem like I belonged here anymore. And I really wanted to move. But then I lost my job. And then everything else went downhill. And then I just didn't know how I was going to make anything happen that I wanted to. Not to mention, this economy is garbage. Being an American right now is rather challenging. So I did everything slowly but surely to make this place my own. And over the weekend, I actually got my downstairs furniture moved to the main level. And you're like, well, what significance is that? Well, when I was married, my ex basically occupied the basement. And so all of the parties, the gatherings, the things, him, etc., was down there. And since he's been gone, since my friend circles have changed a little bit, the downstairs just didn't really feel like a good place to be. And I found myself mainly living up here, but I didn't really have like good furniture up here and things up here. So it was tough. And for me, moving the furniture from downstairs to upstairs really signified change. It signified letting go for real, right? Not holding on to the memories. I mean, I go downstairs to do some laundry, and eventually I will tackle the basement to make it more of my style and what I want and to build new memories as long as I'm here, because I don't know when I'll be leaving here. But I am grateful to be a homeowner and to have a space, for myself and my children. And I shouldn't turn my back on it or feel depressed in it, when it's mine, right? And even though there haven't been the best memories in this space, there's always the opportunity to make new ones. But even those bad memories are lessons. They're lessons, they're reminders of how far I've come. I mean, when I think about myself back then and I was just looking busted around here and not really taking care of myself because I was depressed and I wasn't happy and didn't seem like I could do anything right. And now I done cut my hair. Y'all can't tell me nothing. I told y'all I was going to do it. I done cut my hair. I done, really grown just as an individual, changed my style up a little bit. Like, I feel more free in who I am. And that's just kind of the place I've been at. I'm still trying to figure out some things financially. I want to not have to drastically change my children's lives. Luckily, I do have a good co-parenting relationship. So to stay in the area means a lot to me for them to be able to maintain that with their father. And so I'm still working on some things. I still need to increase my income. That was like my number one. I had two goals in 2025. Increase my income and to travel more. I only got to go to one place this year, and I still haven't increased my income. And we're down to the last quarter of 2025, and it's tough. It's really tough because I don't want to feel like a failure, because I'm not. Like, I'm not a failure. But it is tough when things aren't quite happening in the time that you want it to, right? But I'm still pushing. I'm still pushing. I'm applying for jobs. I'm looking into some creative things to do. I just haven't quite found that one creative thing that I enjoy long enough to make money from, if that makes sense. Uh, particularly things that wouldn't bring folks shame. Not saying I want to start an OnlyFans or anything, but I do have some particular interest in things that I do enjoy that could raise question. They're not like overtly a problem, but yeah, some battles aren't worth fighting. But anyway, I got to figure that out. But I do have a good job in terms of I love my team. I love, the work that I do, and they really respect the culture of being a working parent, so that's been helpful. I think I'm really afraid to move on to something and they don't value the fact that I have children and I'm active in their lives, extracurriculars, etc. So lots and lots to figure out, right? But it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen one step at a time. I've been enjoying just kind of spending a lot of time with myself, by myself, going places, by myself in this house like I am right now. Um, I've really been appreciating more and more who I am and not being overly concerned about what that means to others. Another thing has been I've really taken a more laid back approach when it comes to dating. At first, I was being more active and like trying to see what was out there, feeling like, okay, I'm in a good place. I should date. I should do this. And it was just like, not saying I'm not in a good place, because I feel like I am in a good place to date the right person. But the real problem has been that I have so many things that I'm working on. One of them, like I just mentioned, really buckling down on furthering my income. And like I said, I need to maintain the active presence I have in my children's lives. And so that takes a special type of person. Um, I have certain morals and values and things. So it's, I just don't think it's time yet, right? I think that, yeah, I have to just take a more laid back approach because, for one, as many of you all know, the dating pool has garbage, manure, pee, whatever you can think of, it's in there. Okay. At this point, it's almost like which end of the pool is less toxic. And it sucks to say that, but it's just the truth. And I don't even get mad anymore. Like, I have guys who will make the effort to talk to me. They'll talk about taking me out. Um, and they'll create little mini fantasies of, yeah, you deserve this and we should do that. And what do you think about this? And whole time I'm like rolling my eyes because who knows? Maybe they mean it, maybe they don't, but it's never backed by any action. And I ain't really mad at it because be who you are, right? I don't really want anybody to take too much action and then they be full of shit. And then next thing I know, I'm in some love bomb fest of foolishness. Like, that's fine. Be who you are. Be exactly who you are. And what I have found is the more laid back you are and the more you let men talk, and I feel like this applies across the board, even for you guys, the more you let a woman talk, or kind of laid back. I mean, and when I say laid back, show effort, of course, show interest. I'm not saying I just sit back on my ass and let men run their mouths or do stuff like that. No, I actually talk back and I interact and I, show appreciation if they do anything. Um, but what I have found is you should always let people do what they want to do so you can see what they would rather do, right? I mean, I feel like we've all heard that before. And I found that with a lot of guys, you let them talk long enough, you'll see what real intentions are. You'll see the insecurities. You'll see the immaturity. Like, and I think for me, it's even worse because I mainly talk to men who are like 40 and up. So when certain things come out of their mouths, or they reveal that they have certain habits or whatever, I'm just like, okay. Okay. if that's if that's what you want to do, if that's what you're on, I love that for you. And it's no need to chastise or make fun of or whatever, because no, be who you are. Like how you feel, the rawness of who you are, how you experience life and experience the world. Show me that, please, because I need to know if that's something that I can handle, if that's something that I'm compatible with, because we all got our thing, right? We all have our ways, attitudes and thoughts and habits and patterns. It's really just about finding someone who can deal with it, who can look at it and say, that's okay. You're still my person. Or that's okay. I have a solution for that. Or I can, I don't mind walking that road with you, whatever. And so that's what's been happening. I've been talking to a few guys, but then after about 2 weeks, I never quite make it to a full blown three. It's like, oh, all right, I see you. I see what's really going on here. You got to go talk to the lady. You got to go talk to the lady. You got to go sort that out. Or you have the guy who clearly is just bored and they just want to talk. And I don't mind that, right? Because I'm going to tell you something. If you lying to me, I'm lying to you. Okay? If you talk about getting married and going here and getting on the boat and traveling and how I'm going to be like, oh my God, really? Yeah, I would love to do that too. Like we could chop it up. Cause sometimes you need a little entertainment in your life. Sometimes you want to have the fantasy of like, yeah, if I was your man, you wouldn't have to do that. You deserve the world. You should have everything. You're right, I should. Whole time Cash App ain't dinged yet. Like, like, sir, cut it out. It's okay. But again, I'm all for good entertainment. Sometimes it's practice. Maybe you just need to practice saying the things that you're going to say to the person you really like. I guess that's something. I don't know. That's all I have to say. Dating, I've been chilling, okay? I go where I want to go. I see who I want to see. But I really stay to myself, When the right person comes along, when the right time comes along and all that kind of stuff, it'll happen. But right now, I have real things that I want to do and I want to figure out. And I don't know about anybody else, but if you're like me and you've been married before, and I've said this time and time again, a lot of times I know some married people be ready to like jump right back out there. Me, no, I'm okay. I did that already. So there's no hint of desperation here. There's no looking for a father for my kids. Help me get out of the ghetto. Help me feel whole. Mm-mm. There's none of that. So however long it takes is however long it takes. Because I'm only having the 2 kids I got anyway. I'm not having no more. So it's all etched in stone. So it's either you like me or you don't. And no matter what, it's okay. So those are the kind of conversations I've been having in my head lately. What else? I've been debating on furthering my education, only because I did start many years ago. So that's been a thing. Um, I've I started my master's back when I was pregnant with my son, but I just had really hard pregnancy, and then the pandemic happened, a bunch of stuff. So, I'm thinking about that. And I'm gonna make this a separate video, but I feel like my relationship with my mother might be making a turn. It just might. So that's, I mean, I don't want to keep y'all on here too long. So those are my updates. That's where I'm at in life. I'm chilling in my living room. I'm just living. Like that's it. I'm living. And I'm waking up every day with more gratitude in my heart, more hope, you know. I don't know how this year is going to turn out. I don't know where this money's going to come from. I don't know anything. I just know I'm here. And so if I'm here, he's not through with me yet. So, anyway, if you made it this far, go ahead, like, share, and subscribe, comment, do all the things. And I'll see you in the next video. And I'll do my best to keep these videos going a little bit faster. But like I said, I don't know what's been going on. Videos ain't been posting, voiceover ain't been saving. And I have been beyond frustrated, but still I rise. Oh, y'all have a good evening.